Hi guys, it's Heather the Crochet Witch. How are you guys doing today? I am coming to you with the next 4 squares that I've done for the Music Theory 101 Make-Along that is hosted by Neva from Manic Mama's Musings. I got it right. I'm 99% sure I got it right today. Yay! I'm also running out of time before I have to get ready for work. So let's get straight to it. If you're not familiar with this make along, it is akin to the movie marquee challenge that we do with the movies here on this channel, but it's for music. It's from Neva's, inspired from Neva's favorite music albums because she's got quite the eclectic taste, as we're learning as we go through this journey with her throughout the year. And each week she's pulling a different randomized album that has inspired her in some way. That's a list of her favorites, etc. And you can make a project or tie them all into one project. However your heart desires. You can. She's really chill and relaxed, which is wonderful. With her like rules of participation, so you can like jump in whenever you want if you want to do like one project with one inspiration, or you can do them all together. Like I said, I am doing a square per album cover and putting them into a blanket. That is my amount of dedication that I could put forward, but I really wanted to participate. So I'm going to link Neva's channel. You should go check her out. You should check her out anyway because her channel is wonderful. She's a wonderful lady. She's doing a lot of cool things. She's much more like a lot of us, at least a lot of people in like my circle, myself included. She's much more active, I think, around the holiday time, holiday starting with Spooky Holiday. She's doing the 100 Days of Halloween, where she's doing Halloweenish, spooky-ish projects and things like that. So you definitely want to check her out. So I'm going to jump into, now that I have explained Neva and the Music Theory 101, I'm going to jump in. I am up to weeks 25. I'm being very professional and I'm writing them down now. So I am up to weeks 25 through 28 that I've caught up. I have a couple weeks to go, but we're gonna take a look at 4 at a time. So week 25 was Ozzy Osbourne's Blizzard of Oz, and I'm gonna pop up here the album cover for you guys to see. Now some weeks I tried to get a little more literal with the album cover, and some weeks I just took colors into the granny squares. Some of it depended on the yarn that I had because I'm trying to use up like scraps, floppy skeins, one-of skeins, things like that. And some weeks depended on time that I had, and some weeks just depended on how inspired I was. Like, not to do it meaning like, did I like it? Well, I guess that would depend on it too, but like the artwork and stuff, but more like, could I find it in me to think of something? So yeah, inspired by, right? But I saw like Ozzy really stands out on there in his like red, crimson, just he's the bright splotch right in the middle, and then there is little pops of black, white. I did not incorporate gray into it, but I did just do a basic granny design, but I wanted like a pop of red to like just stand out in the middle of everything and still incorporate the little detail of black around it. So I just did that. I didn't get a cross in there. I know he's holding, if I remember right, it's been a minute now since I've seen the album cover again, but I think he's holding the cross, right? But I didn't like incorporate any specific design in it like originally I had been thinking, but there you go with that one. So that was Blizzard of Oz, which is, it is very up my alley with the whole rock and roll and such, but yeah, so that's what I was inspired to do for him. And then the next one, which I'm not gonna lie, I have a couple of like guilty pleasures, and this man is on my guilty pleasure list. The next album is Willie Nelson, A Beautiful Time, and if you look at it, the top of it is just this here's the album. Sorry, here's the album cover. The top of it is like a beautiful like sunset reds and oranges and just all pretty much all the colors that make Heather happy, right? And then the bottom is blacks and whites and it's the ground, if I remember right. So I found two variegated yarns in my collection here. And for the Blizzard of Oz, these were just value yarns. Like this was a Red Heart with Love. I believe so was this. Actually, I think they might have all been Red Heart with Love. So, but this was my interpretation. I just did a half and half square, top and bottom. And this is still that same one skein of Karen Kindness that I'm very excited I've had a reason to use in these squares because I've wanted to forever. I have two skeins, and I hopefully I just use them all up in things like this because I really like the fiery look it has. And then the bottom one is an old Red Heart Super Saver, but it had the black and white effect that I was looking for. So hopefully that kind of translated. But I really liked this square. So, yep, that was Willie Nelson, A Beautiful Time. And then the third one, I'm sorry, was week 27, was the Black Eyed Peas, The Beginning, which I'm going to put right here. And there was two different variations that I found. I believe I went with the one that Neva showed, which was, they were both like little cartoon characters of the Black Eyed Peas, little 8-bit characters. But one of them had all of them with blue backgrounds, and one of them had all of them with different color backgrounds. And I think she had the all blue one, and I hope that's the one that I inserted here, or I'm going to look silly. It should be, because that's the one I went with. I did not end up, I'll just show you. I did not end up, I was going to do like a black overlay to cut it up, and I guess I might end up going back over it, but I probably won't. And then they had a thicker white border, if I remember right. But yeah, that's what I did for it. I was going to go with the multicolored one, but I don't think that's the one that Neva had showed. And then I would have had to split each one of these into 4 colors. And just at the time, I was not inspired to do so with that. But I did like the way this one looked. It's like got kind of a classic granny square look too to it, so I went with this one. So that one was the Black Eyed Peas, The Beginning. And then we have week 28, which was the Pretty in Pink soundtrack. And that one, here is the artwork for it, is like all shades of like gray and white, and then pops of pink, obviously. So I did my best to match a pink that I had with it from like my scraps, and I did gray and white, and that's what I came up with, to just do like a gray and white with pink popped in the middle of it. These were, for the Black Eyed Peas, this was a Karen Jumbo, and this was just a Red Heart with Love again. So Karen Jumbo. The color denim, I think, was the color of it. And then this was another Karen Jumbo. This was the Red Heart with Love. And this one is, I want to say, a Big Twist. It's from Joann's. I don't know the color. I had caked up another Karen Jumbo, and it's a huge cake because I managed to get the whole thing caked up on my ball winder, but I didn't want to bust into that just for this, just for a couple rounds of a granny square. So yeah, I used just a scrap of pink. But yeah, I really liked the way this one looked. Like, I thought it was really, really pretty. So those are the 4 squares that I got done. I think unless she's put another one out, there's 2 more weeks, excuse me, that are out right now. So I'm going to wait for 2 more weeks to get put out before I do 2 more squares. and wait for an update for 4 squares because it seems like a good number. And yeah, so we'll see what size blanket we end up with. Like in theory, it would be 52, and I had done 4 squares to make 56 to round it out to 56. But like Neva herself has said, she's fallen behind a little bit here or there, or she might make up for it, or she might not, or like I said, she's pretty chill with it. So whatever number she ends up with, I'll take away a square to make it even, or from the 4 corner ones that I made up, or I'll add a couple, or whatever. We'll just see by the end of the year what happens. But yeah, my plans are to join these all and make a blanket to have a blanket. So we'll see how it ends. But yeah, let me know if you're joining along, or or if you let me know what you're working on, and go check out Neva if you haven't. So she's a wonderful lady. So I will talk to you guys later. I love you. Bye, guys.